stuck with him.
Wait. It's music. I like this music.
Where shall I eat?
Cologne shop. Nothing to take. Shitty shop. God, this music is so sexy.
Good evening, sir.
Ooh.
Disturbing.
Hello, I have a monocle.
I never judge a man by his title, but by his attitude. And you are not disturbing me at all. I am Calhoun Russell, and I welcome you.
Calhoun Russell.
To receive a warm welcome.
Old gentleman.
I'm Jonathan Reed.
Welcome, Dr. Reed. Welcome to my humble...
Ooh. Her daughter is very
I may
bad
have a
behaving.
little
She's
good, Mr.
smoking
Russell.
right now.
Really?
Or it's another person. But I see someone smoking.
Oh, I can sell it. I want to sell. Why can't I sell this shit?
Good.
What can you tell me about this place?
I recently found the best steak and kidney pie in the city.
Now look.
I'd be glad to
See,
give you the
smell?
address.
Yes.
Finding a good restaurant. Is that really all that interests you?
Oh, I have many passions, but nothing brings me ecstasy like subtle and exquisite flavors from my teeth to my belly.
He's nice.
I must confess, I have quite specific tastes when it comes to nutrition.
Really?
Blood sauce.
Well, I'm always happy to try new exotic meals. If you ever find an intriguing table, please share the address.
What?
Find a...
How is the situation?
That's my quest.
Life is good and peaceful. We're lucky to live in such an era of progress and wonders.
Are you not concerned about the epidemic?
Oh, I'm sure the authorities would take the appropriate measure if the danger were that high.
You cannot expect the newspapers to expose the truth while the war is still raging. I can assure you that the situation here is desperate.
Well, that's news then. But I can't believe that things are
Good
that
news,
bad.
everyone.
Are you sure you're not exaggerating a bit? For the thrill of it?
What's your problem?
Too late to be trading.
On the contrary, it is the perfect hour. Believe me, my friend, it is always at night that you meet the most fascinating characters.
But what about the epidemic? The bombs and raids? And all the random violence?
Please, sir. This
Careful
is
today,
London,
it's leaking again.
England. We will prevail. And if a bomb must fall on my shop, then I'll be there to hear it falling.
So you prefer to work at night?
Oh, I also enjoy a sunny day like everybody else. But the night always has a certain je ne sais quoi of its own.
Żywica?
There is...
What?
He was like, but the night has a
Je ne sais quoi.
Is it not a little too late?
On the contrary.
Okay, whatever.
Do you have any family nearby?
Not since my parents died. I'm London's lone gourmet.
Really? But you seem to be such a pleasant and sociable fellow.
I'm afraid the real hedonist has to be sometimes. I discovered ecstasy as a solitary pleasure, but it does not mean it can't ever.
Drug ecstasy is solitary. That's
London's lone gourmet. What a strange title.
I used that name in my early years when I was a food critic, and I
Hmm?
kept it.
And I kept it, and I almost misheard it.
Goodbye, Mr. Russell. I'm sure you will take care of yourself.
Go to the guy. Look around.
Where the fuck did he go?
The
Dead family's house. I don't like this loading screen. Emily and Buzz. Wait, that's our main quest. I'm an idiot. I looked at the wrong... Well, whatever. Hi.
You know where you are standing right now?
In front of the Ascalon Club, I presume.
The Ascalon Club only summons or ostracizes. What is your business tonight?
I received an invitation. I'm Dr. Jonathan Reed.
Welcome to the Ascalon Club, then, Dr. Reed.
I like his suit.
Please proceed.
Look
Lord
at his
Redgrave
eyes.
is waiting on you upstairs.
Wow. So pleasant.
Welcome to the Ascalon Club, then, Dr. Reed.
These guys are animals.
There has been quite a battle here. I'm sure the Ascalon Club has the money to replace the furniture.
Is there a purpose of the Ascalon Club? Too much?
The Ascalon Club is an association of gentlemen secretly aiming for the protection of the Crown's interest. I founded it in 1837 to honor and perpetuate the legacy of my maker, William Marshall, 1st Earl of Pembroke, and true protector of England. All the members of the club must be of good extractions and flawless moral fibre, since the club accepts mortal members who will be the duty observed and valued as proper behavior amongst the good vampire society, but also to promote and expand the imperial hegemony of England. We are the true elite of British society. We are Ascalon, the holy lands held by Saint George, protector of England, when the saint slew the dragon. As the last bears ourselves, we vow to defend the Empire's interest from the last of Ascalon by Lord Redgrave.
Amen. Amen.
Next one you read it.
In Russian?
It's locked, all right.
This Russian. Look around. I want to see this. Interesting. Look if on the other side is anything.
I'm wondering, they're all vampires here and I'm not allowed to teleport.
Huh?
I can't teleport or run here, even though they're only vampires. Can I talk to them now?
Welcome to the Ascalon Club, then,
No.
Dr. Reed.
Need to go up there, behind. There. And now go to this door and then go up after that.
That was my plan, Captain Obvious.
I don't read your mind,
Captain Obvious.
Mr. Know-it-all.
Yes, I'm Mr. Know-it-all and you're Captain Obvious. I know everything and you only know obvious things. Don't bite me! Leave it! Oh, that hurt as fuck.
It wasn't even a full bite.
No, you have a mark. Mine is worse.
Do you want me to bite you again?
No,
You don't have a mark.
I have.
No.
Just hidden in my hair.
You want to do the main quest first, or you want to go to the people first?
I want to just go around here first. Good there. Eh.
Come on, Dr. Reed. I am hungry.
It's locked.
You just ate.
That was 3 hours ago.
No, you just, like a vampire, ate my arm.
You're not nutritious enough.
I'm full of fat. Fuck, that's already him.
Good evening.
My good friends, if I may have your attention. Behold our visitor, the good Dr. Reed. Newborn of blood so pure and strong that even my friend Fergal Bansher was no match for him.
Here, here, here.
Come forward, young Ekon, for we have so much to discuss. Welcome to the Ascalon Club, Dr. Reed. I am Lord Redgrave, Earl of Bristol and chairman of this exclusive association.
Lord Redgrave.
At last we meet. I've been eager to make your acquaintance. I've heard some astounding things about you. Please accept my condolences for your loss, Dr. Reed.
Thank you, my lord. Lady Ashbury expressed your wish to meet me.
Yes. The lady has always been a useful acquaintance, though not always reliable. Is she a good friend of yours?
Don't say anything, brother. Otherwise I would say this.
The normal.
She has proved to be helpful on many occasions.
The centuries have taught me never to trust a woman completely, especially if she is immortal. Too prone to emotions, if you ask me. Too fickle when it comes to important decisions.
My lord, do not expect me to speak ill of Lady Ashbury.
Of course not, and I praise your loyalty. Would you offer the same fidelity to the Empire?
What do you mean?
I speak of the Skull Plague that threatens London and the country. You have been on the front line in the East End, but the time has come to open up a second front here.
The epidemic has escaped the quarantine. You have new cases of the outbreak.
We don't know for certain, but we cannot allow the disease to threaten the prominent heads of Great Britain.
What do you mean?
Or why now? Or me or why now?
Why do you suddenly need me?
The Ascalon Club only recruits the best, and you definitely fit the bill. Your scientific and medical reputation alone would qualify you as a candidate.
You want me to find possible sources of the outbreak in the West End. Is that it?
Straight to the point, like all eager newborns. We shall have time to talk about all this, Dr. Reed. But first, I should like to get to know you better.
Talk? Is that the only reason you asked me here?
Well, no. I also wanted to meet the intriguing Ekon who made such a powerful progeny of his sister. You have not learned the name of your maker, am I correct?
I would hope that you can help us.
No, I haven't.
Have no embarrassment, Dr. Reed. We all make mistakes. But whatever your lineage, you are definitely Ascalon material.
It's like
What
the
do you
vortex
I
clap
would
in
like you
Life
to
is
become a
Strange.
member of the Ascalon Club, and to serve me as such.
Before I accept, I have so many questions.
Please ask.
What is the Ascalon Club's express purpose?
We follow the credo of William Marshall, the greatest knight who ever lived. As was he, we are sworn to protect the British Empire.
What does Ascalon mean?
Ascalon was the lance wielded by St. George, glorious patron saint of England when he slew the dragon. And like that lance, we pierce the hearts of all our nation's enemies.
Nazis were only defeated because of British vampires.
Not exactly.
Second
William
part of
Marshall
Vampyr,
granted me
kill all the
immortality,
Nazis.
And I founded the club a few years later.
Wait,
The good
what?
knight has been
I didn't
gone
get the
for
point.
so long.
You're like,
What he said?
What he said is just that what this Ascalon stands for. That they're trying to get rid of all the British Empire's enemies. And I said, yeah, so in a few years, in Vampyr 2, it will be in the Second World War, kill the German
That's what you
Third
meant.
Reich.
I was like, what do you mean?
What does it mean to be a member of the Ascalon Club?
It means that you swear to protect the interests of the Crown, that you become a loyal servant of the British Empire.
Do you have any official recognition from the government? A charter from His Majesty the King?
No. Of course, the Ascalon Club publicly supports the Empire, but the true nature of its members remains a secret.
Am I supposed to follow orders?
As founder and chairman of the club, I alone am entitled to make demands of our members, and I do appreciate obedience.
I don't want to.
I killed Fergal, who claimed to be one of yours, sent to cleanse the East End of all Skulls. Will his death be an issue?
Do not worry. My priorities have changed. Fergal was a zealous servant of mine, but like any servant, he had his limitations and is readily replaced if necessary.
I agree to join the club.
This is good news. Good news indeed in these crucial times. Let's inform the Assembly formally and proceed with your initiation.
My initiation?
Fear not. Nothing fancy nor dangerous. It is just that we, the members of Ascalon, believe that tradition and custom are the backbone of this country.
So kill the human.
Probably.
My fellow members, dear friends, please gather and welcome this Ekon as one of our own.
Is he worthy? Is his blood pure?
Well, speak, Dr. Reed, in front of the most sacred blood. The blood of our beloved William Marshall. Speak now.
It's not dried out.
Will you serve and protect the crown as he did?
Oh. So more or less it's ash.
Yes, I will.
Then, young Ekon, it is time to testify with your blood. It is time to sign the Book of Allegiance. I know it's awfully gothic and a tad pedantic, but England's traditions
so
are the
goth.
backbone of our nation.
Do you think AIDS is a problem for vampires?
No.
Delightful.
I have a feeling that this increases his power. He has a drop of every
Welcome
member.
to the Ascalon Club, Dr. Reed. Take your place among the bearers of the lance.
One of us! One of us!
You're an idiot. You're an idiot.
Wow.
I personally went patrolling last night in West End, and I spotted at least 2 foreign echoes. This
Good evening,
is
Dr.
an
Reed.
outrage.
How does it feel to be this evening's centerpiece? Figuratively.
Actually, yeah, all of it is good.
It's quite unsettling.
I didn't know.
As a doctor, I am more used to being the observer than the subject observed.
Do not be alarmed. The Ascalon Club has a tried and tested policy for choosing its initiates.
May I ask who you are, sir?
Why would you be interested?
Well, as you seem to be the only man in the room with a beating heart, you draw quite a bit of attention yourself.
Ah, vampire senses never cease to fascinate me. They dwarf those of mere mortals. I am Aloysius Dawson, by the way.
Are you a member of the club?
Yes, I am. And I have been for many years. And will be until the day I die.
What can you tell me about it?
It's not really my place to give you such information. I am merely a mortal member, and a dying one at that.
Are you sick?
Personally, I consider my advancing years are a sickness in itself. My body is slowly abandoning me, Dr. Reed.
Are you not afraid? You are surrounded by vampires.
Sir, it's for that very reason that I joined the club in the first place.
So he's hoping that
Is
they'll
not the
make him
nature of this
vampire.
club a secret shared by
Before
only
he
a
will die.
privileged few?
My dear Dr. Reed, I have spent years and a fortune precisely to gather that kind of information.
He invested so much money for for the well of eternal youth, for immortality.
So you asked for membership?
I have been a member of many clubs in many
Well, or
countries.
he's just gathering clips.
But I must admit, this one is my favorite.
He thinks it's cool.
What can you tell me about Lord Redgrave?
I would not dare speak of our chairman without his consent.
God, he's so superstitious.
Mr. Dawson, of Dawson and Dawson, the wealthiest man in England. It is a pleasure to meet such a
It's a pleasure. Give me
A
money.
withering London figurehead, to be precise.
Are you sick, Mr. Dawson? I am a doctor, you know.
My case is beyond the scope of traditional medicine. I have spent fortunes on the world's most competent doctors to arrive at that diagnostic conclusion.
So
I'm
what is
sorry
it?
to hear that, sir.
Hmm?
Should I suppose
We still
that
don't
you're
know what
here
is
in
his
search of
illness.
some form of immortality?
Absolutely not. I'm here to implement my plan to save the city I was born in. To cast out the ghastly evil that has us all on our knees.
What is the situation like in this part of town?
I am sure Lord Redgrave will enlighten you more effectively than I.
What do you know about the Guard of Priwen?
I should not say this, but I admire their commitment. This is what the nation needs right now.
I
But
just
they
want
are
to talk
our
to
enemies.
everyone.
They are not mine, Dr. Reed.
Would you help them?
No. There is a time for such methods. But brute force will not be enough to fight this plague. We have to think differently.
Money cannot solve every problem. This mysterious epidemic is going to
Money
require
is the
more
source
than
of all
money.
evil, so rather give
You're
it all
right.
to me.
Money is nothing unless one has the will to wield it. I have a plan, sir. A radical one that will save all that is essential in London.
What is your plan then?
Quarantine and barricades are futile. What we need is a
Trump.
wall. A formidable, unscalable wall to isolate the deserving from the infected masses.
Dangerous.
By doing so, you would create two separate ghettos. What if the disease gets past the wall? The results would be disastrous.
Not if we eliminate all suspected cases of infection as soon as they appear. A necessary sacrifice.
Are you not mistaking sacrifice for summary execution?
Why do you care? Are you not a vampire? Removed from all mortal concerns? Decisiveness is what the city needs, and it needs it now. I'm sure you have more important things to do than talking with an old man like myself.